Hi guys, here's another video where we feature different people, their success stories, how they actually made it, with the goal of you learning from how they did it, that you can actually either replicate it or find inspiration from it and use it also, so you can reach your own goals of financial freedom. I posted a video about him probably a few videos back. This time he's back again, but he's not just gonna talk about real estate techniques now. He's gonna share his own story on how he actually made money. Alright, I'd like to bring back Mr. Richard Tadeus.
Hello guys.
Carvajal. He's a best-selling author and he's a CEO of Gems Corporation.
Yes.
And he's also not just investing in the stock market, but he's also into real estate as well.
Yes.
Before I begin, I'll start this as you would tell people that you made your millions as a millennial. Can you explain and tell us more about that?
Yes, so I was able to hit my first million when I was 22 years old, but I lost it when I was 23 years old.
Okay.
So
when you say lost, nagastos mo siya lahat, or how did it go?
Kasi concept kasi ng million, kala mo marami ng pera eh. Pero sa panahon ngayon kasi madali lang ubusin ng 1 million pesos. It's not really that big pala, especially if you don't know how to manage your finances well, or hindi ka magaling sa money management, or hindi ka masyadong financially literate. Sa isang iglap, wala na lang pala siya bigla.
What did you buy with 1 million? As in 1 year, sakto 1 million flat?
Less than 1 year. No, of course, more than 1 million. Pero it's less than 1 year you lost it all eh. Kasi, well, actually, ako naman kasi nag-resign ako sa parang stable job ko to, kaya lang I had obligations eh, of paying car, condominiums, ganyan. So, parang, expenses, and of course, travel, ayan, mga typical millennial goals.
Okay.
Natin, yung mga hashtag, trends.
Ito interesting, no? You made your first million at 22. Yung next step kasi dyan is made your first million, you'll try to make 2 million naman eh. Were you able to do that the next year, or how fast was it? Kasi for me, the hardest is getting the first million, pero once you start doing it na, dire-diretso siya, similar to other stories that we had.
The thing kasi is I got the first million, diba? And then I lost it. Of course, when you lost it, you have financial obligations, nababaon ka sa utang.
Okay.
So you become financially in debt. So even if you earn or you try to earn it back, medyo meron ka pang kailangan bayaran eh before you become liquid again. If you don't really study that well, or feeling mo umiikot-ikot ka lang dun sa part na hindi ka na makali sa utang, kasi habang may utang ka, tumataas yung interest eh, no matter how much you earn, diba? So doon ako naging financial literate, doon ako nag-study, doon ko inaral yung mga books, doon ako nagbasa, doon ako talaga nag-research as much as I could.
What year was this? How old were you when this was all happening?
I think it was 2013. I was 23 years old.
Okay, so 22 made his first million 2013 because he lost money.
It was rock bottom.
rock bottom.
Feel mo yung success at 22 and then rock bottom at 23.
Then he started to study at 23 years old. So
yes.
After that, how did you get savings, and how did you stay out of debt already, or even get out of debt?
Yeah, well, the thing is, I work with sales, no? So parang I got into real estate, but it wasn't really that easy. Mukha lang siya madali. Now, when you sell a property, you get the commission. It's not as easy as that. Kasi usually, you really have to build your credibility. Especially that time, if you're 23, it's parang hard for people to trust you with their money. Or parang it's hard for people na parang they will believe in you kasi parang hindi mo alam yung sinasabi mo eh. You at 23, you tell the people na, oh, you invest in real estate because it's a good investment. Pero the technical side of it is parang sa kanila, of course, your clients are smart people eh. Parang they know, of course, that real estate is an investment. Pero sa kanila, anong alam mo pagdating sa investment? Or, di ba, how could you even sell as a real estate if wala ka namang real estate property. Yung mga ganun. So that was the struggle
Pero what would you reply to people at that time? Oh, sige nga, you're telling me to invest in real estate, but you don't have any property. What was the common, what was the way that you would do it? Especially, I know that there are a lot of people who are relatively young also that might be going through that position in their life.
Yeah, so definitely talaga, it's really building clients' rapport. It's really building your reputation. It's really getting to know the client. It's really proving the client na alam mo yung sinasabi mo. At saka, it's really parang getting the client's trust. It boils down to it. So, there was this one client naman who trusted me, my very first client. After that one, and then after that, parang he bought real estate. He was happy with my service, tapos di-refer niya ako. So dumami yung sales ko. So parang I was getting back on track already.
Okay. So when you were getting back on track, 23 years old, did you make $1 million again, or lesser than that, or more than that?
Yeah, parang I was able to make my million again after paying all my debts.
Okay.
This time, I was back on track na.
So, when did you start saving? 23 years old also? Or
I started investing young. Kasi I started investing at 19. Pero kasi natigil siya because of financial debts niya. So
what was your first investment at 19?
My first investment at 19 definitely was a property.
Property also?
Property
okay.
na kagad.
Where was it? What property was this? 19 na, college ka pa nun?
Yeah, I worked in the US Tapos I went back. So para may
city?
savings
What
ako.
city?
Here in Taguig.
No, I mean in the US.
In New York.
Okay.
I worked in New York. I worked as a waiter in New York. So I was on a tip base, and then I went
malaki
back.
Tip, malaki tip doon.
Malaki tip.
Pag di ka nag-tip, magagalit mga tao, magagalit sila.
Masarap masarap mag-work doon. And then went back, then was able to buy a property. Pero it wasn't really, the property was not yet turned over. So you have to pay for it. Like yung sabi ko nga sa previous interview ko with Marvin Hermo, talagang parang, it was a pre-selling property diba? So parang you have to pay it for 5 years.
Okay.
And then even before the turnover, parang hindi ko na siya mabayaran. So parang it was parang up down na ako. So parang I was struggling to pay the property. Ganun kasi pagkabata ka pagka young ka. So I was really struggling to pay the property. Tapos eventually yun nga sa ano naman so I really had to get I really had to get financial help from people just to pay the property kasi ayoko mawala yung property. I don't want to lose all the years that you were paying for a certain property.
Pero when you were 19, you were in the States for working or studying and working?
Studying and working. Pero I went back here kasi parang sa akin, I did not want to serve my tables, the tables my entire life. Parang I need to find the purpose kasi.
So to add context, when you earned millions, were you a breadwinner at that time, or you money mo sa
I was never a breadwinner.
Okay, naman. So
it's just really
solo mo na lahat ng money. Were there any responsibilities kagad when you started working?
No, it's really like paying lang my car, paying my condo, really paying insurance policies, yan mga yan. So those were my major responsibilities nga that time. Kasi after graduating kasi I had a stable job nga, 'di ba? In the States, and then went back here. I had also a stable job here, pero parang I wasn't happy with it. I resigned without any plans.
Here's an interesting question. Why did you choose to go back to the Philippines? New York is, in terms of, for me, it's one of the biggest financial capitals in the world. If you want to be exposed in stocks, in banking, everything's there. So why did you go to the Philippines?
It's really the fulfillment of what I do. Parang homesick lang din kasi bata ka pa Parang okay, you earn a lot in the US, pero I was there at 19 So parang no matter how much you earn, you really don't parang money is not really as important as it is when you're an adult Parang I get to buy whatever I want, ganon. I really get whatever I need after the next paycheck, nandiyan na. Whatever I want, gadget, after the next paycheck, nandiyan na. Pero there's no fulfillment kasi sa akin. And syempre, medyo malungkot din yung buhay. Iba dito sa Pilipinas. The thing is, when I went back in the Philippines, is I cannot get the same salary that I had when I was working in the States. So when I worked here, parang I really had to lower the lifestyle. It was really an adjustment. It was very hard to save then when I was working here. And then I started to have obligation, paying car, paying condos, ganyan. So I resigned. Ngayon, I resigned from my work. I resigned with no plans. So, akala ko ganun lang kadali. But I went in from corporate, I went into sales. When you go into sales, hindi kagad-kagad ang pera. You really have to build it for the longest time. Tulad nga ng sabi ko kanina. So,
pero fast forward ngayon, yung income, are you doing better than in the States or better here in the Philippines?
Of course, so much better in the Philippines. There's a lot of opportunities in the Philippines, especially right now.
The reason why I asked that, a lot of people are thinking na, kikita ka lang pag nasa abroad but people need to hear stories like this that you can be financially free in the Philippines, that it can be done. So you're making more now, yes?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so yes, you were talking about there's more opportunities here?
Yes.
Why do you think so?
Because right now kasi there are really good really good jobs. Mas mababa na yung unemployment rate. Ngayon, mababa na rin yung underemployment rate. So people really parang get the salary they deserve for their resumes or for their profiles. Ngayon, there's really a lot of if you really know how to make money here, even in freelancing, you can make a lot here. Kasi there's so much people who there's so much opportunities here. It's easier also to build a business in the Philippines rather than building it on another country.
Interesting. So, balik tayo sa story. From 24, you were rebuilding everything. You started your own company at 25, which is focused also on real estate. Why did you go into real estate?
During that time kasi, parang I was referring my friends or my classmates sa real estate. And then parang after 2 years, merong agent, yung ni-refer ko, nag-approach, binigyan niya ako ng 200,000 na paycheck. Sabi ko, wow, parang laway lang yung pinuhunan ko dito sabi ko. And parang I was earning more than what I was getting, sabi ko, with that transaction. So parang yun, and then I saw other people who was working in real estate, parang they were having coffee during, at the middle of the day. So sabi ko, parang gusto ko matry mag-real estate, sabi ko. And of course, there was the opportunity na meron nga daw money, or meron tinatawag na jackpot sa real estate. So yun, I resigned. I was an HR
HR,
so,
layo.
HR
Very far,
ang background ko, very far.
Okay.
I was never into sales. And then I went to real estate. Pagdating ko sa real estate, I really had to start from the bottom. So parang I already have parang somewhat a managerial position nung pag-ano ko. So when I don't know anything with real estate. So I really had to really like start as an agent talaga. Really like typical selling before. Really you flyer, you call, and lahat ng akala ko na when you go freelance or when you get out of the corporate is wala ka ng boss, pero what happened is mas marami kang boss kasi boss mo yung client, wala ka ng stress, pero mas marami kang stress, matutulog ka na lang, iisip mo pa yung benta mo or saan mo hahanapin. Akala mo you'll have more time on weekends, pero this time you have to work on weekends and holidays, ganyan. Yun nga, wala ka na ring HR, pero you have to be your own HR kasi kung wala kang discipline, walang mangyayari sa'yo So you really still have to wake up at the same time na gumigising ka nung nasa corporate ka, or else wala kang magagawa buong araw, wasted yung day mo, ganyan. So akala ko hindi siya hard work, pero it was the same. Actually, mas mataas nga yung stress level niya It was really hard to start pero I think lahat naman whatever you do kasi pag nag-uumpisa ka, I think it's really the hardest It's the hardest part of climbing up So I had to go through all of those.
Okay. Now, it's been how many years already since you've been since you made money, lost money, started to save, started a company. How many years is it total from to where we are right now?
I think it's been almost 6 years.
6 years already.
6 years na. Oh.
So, you mentioned off camera, no, that you wanted to retire at 30 years old.
Yes.
What's your, do you have ideal parang passive cash flow in mind that will make you retire already?
Yes, meron na. Pero when I say retire, not naman totally na wala na akong gagawin. It's not like that. It's really like, pwedeng bantayan ko yung stock market in the morning or in the afternoon. I still do freelance brokering. If people don't know kasi right now, kasi I'm running my company. So I'm currently the CEO of a company right now. So if I retire at 30, I can share my I can sell my shares from my company, and then use the money na lang for investing, for parang it's living a stress-free life. Pero all these years kasi, the past 6 years, I was setting it up for this Parang I invested the money well, I placed the money well in the stocks, in the mutual funds na it's about time I got quite couple of properties already that can give me a passive income already through rentals. Kasi by that time, paid na yung property. So, wala ka ng loan na binabayaran. So, parang it's really the chicken that lays the golden egg by that time.
For the past 6 years, in terms of capital appreciation, which has done better for you in your personal experience? Real estate, mutual funds, or stocks?
I have some properties na the capital appreciation is not really that high, pero I had properties that are really good in terms of rental and unexpected price appreciation. So it's to say stocks kasi I have not the thing with stocks is I'm quite new, so I was not able to lock in my profit. I showed you my portfolio a while ago. So para stocks kasi it's paper gains, paper losses.
You weren't able to take profits. So, okay.
Mutual funds is good. I think I had around 20% in my equity funds, around like that. So it's really a combination of all kasi it's really more of a portfolio in general.
So parang
to be able to retire at 30, you really have to have a good portfolio of investments Hindi pwedeng isa lang kasi it's too risky.
Okay. So in terms of based on what you said, no, it's real estate and mutual funds and stocks naman in that, as of this point.
As of this point.
Okay.
Yeah, pero sabi ko I really wanna learn stock trading
stock
so
trading
maging chupetero talaga,
or,
like you, idol.
Hindi naman, or cryptocurrencies. Anyways, that's another story altogether. But two things. Ano yung hardest part being a CEO in your mid-20s and running a company?
Hardest part, it's just really discipline lang, dedication pero this can be practiced through habits consistent habits talaga will make you successful tsaka yun, hard work of course. Parang when I was starting the company, I go home 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning nung hindi pa stable yung company. It's like a baby that you grow kailangan mo talaga
do you give yourself a salary or you just get dividends from the company? How do you
I don't as a CEO kasi I'm supposed to get a salary, pero the company is mine as well, so I don't get it anymore, but all my expenses are charged to the company. So parang
living expenses
the living expenses are covered, so para medyo tipid din. So parang it's a way really how not really to spend. Kasi pag alam kong ito yung salary ko, pwedeng ubusin ko yung salary ko at this So it's really like reimbursing your living
pero you have
expenses.
You have a budget from the company naman that's yung gastos mo rin.
No, I have a budget in mind. I have a budget in mind that parang try ko to stick with that budget. To maintain that budget. And then all the other the money that I use for investing in mutual funds, stock market, it's from freelancing, it's from
so those are
other income.
Excess on top of it already.
Yes, on top of
he's also a book author, by the way. Check his book out.
The Millionaire, becoming the next millennial millionaire.
Becoming the next millennial millionaire. Ang galing. So my last question is based on that. Any tips or advice for millennials who also want to be financially free and be their own boss?
Yes, of course. Millennials kasi right now, millennials are full of potential and alam nila yon kasi they're parang we're that way. We were labeled diba? Not that we are entitled people, we are but we really have to prove it to them. We really have to work hard. As a millennial, if you have an idea or you just wanna do it, just go try it. Like for example, when I resigned in the corporate, the reason my boss asked me, why are you resigning? It's hard to get this position, you work in a very good company. Parang my reason was I can always go back if it doesn't work for me, and I want to try it as young as I am. Kasi when I was working in that corporate, nakita ko yung mga employee na nagre-resign sila. They were serving the company for 20 years already, and then parang they resigned 55, 56 when I was HR, so I had to ask why they are resigning. So parang when they said I wanna try life outside the sabi ko only now, sabi dapat noon matagal ko nang ginawa, sabi nila. So parang doon ako natawan na parang okay, if I do it while I'm young, I can always go back. Kasi ang tip ko lang sa inyo, especially if you're under 30s, dapat by 30, alam nyo na talaga yung gusto nyo. Or parang you really know the path na where to go. Use your potential, maximize your potential, find your passion. Passion is very important. Kasi, like for example, ako, I've always been the talkative type of person. Pinapagalitan ako sa school dati dahil madaldal ako. Now, I use it in selling, I use it in clients, gano'n. So, it's really like to find something talaga, turn it, maximize your potential. Ayan, use it, never give up, always be inspired. I know it's quite hard from the start, pero you don't stop. Ako, if bumalik na ako sa corporate, I won't be where I am right now. It's Friday morning and we're here with Marvin having coffee.
Oo nga,
Di ba corporate ka rin?
Ano lang, I was in IT for 5 years. Then
Hindi alam masyado ng mga tao yan.
Yeah, I resigned. Oh, but I've been out na for 8 years na, 8 years. So, just to recap what he said, no, it was very inspiring. Number one, don't be scared to take risk, maximize your potential. Then just try it. I guess a lot of people are scared kasi na we're always hardwired na what if you fail. You have to understand
this.
this.
Right.
Don't be scared of failing, because when you fail, you can always do it again, and you can try it again.
And if it doesn't work for you, then you find another one.
Oh, and we need more. We need more entrepreneurs. We need people who are younger. Kasi I really believe that the next people who will shape the Philippines is not the politicians. It's not everyone else, but it's the entrepreneurs who will shape the next 10, 20
Ito lang no,
years
before we
in the
end,
country.
very important kasi is parang very important that helped me a lot is I like studying. So I really attended seminars. Before, I was one of the people who was sitting there watching ayan, sila Marvin, sila Randall. Ngayon I'm now sharing the stage with them. Ayan, so once upon a time I was there. I attended as much seminar as I could. I studied as much books. I read as much books that I could in terms of finance. I watched so much YouTube videos regarding yan talagang pinaka-important. Study, training, look for a mentor, and that's really the formula for success. Talaga.
Alright.
Invest in your education.
And you will see this in YouTube as well. So I guess that's it, guys. I hope his story somehow sparked something in you. Check out his books, Millennial.
The Millionaire becoming the next Millennial Millionaire.
Becoming the next
Or
Millennial
follow me on
Millionaire.
Instagram. It's at Carvajal, or like my Facebook page, Richard Carvajal the Millionaire. More of my stories are there.
Alright, so that's it. See you all again.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.